My name is Anthony Gray. I'd like to welcome you to the secrets of wet on wet oil painting. And I'm gonna explain to you what I got back here, and we're gonna get started and go right on forward. All right. As you can see behind me here, I have a canvas. It's 18 by 24. It's 24 inches tall, 18 inches wide. Basically, the type of canvas I prefer to use. All right. That is liquid black that's on the canvas. It's not gesso, liquid black. Okay, so obviously we're going to do a painting that's going to be set in the evening time or dead of night. Okay, so you're going to end up using an unusual type of palette for this one. Okay, I'm going to do a nighttime little water scene here with large evergreen and a mountain and a little lake, some clouds and stuff. So let's get right on to it, alright? As you can see, I'm going to be working with a very limited palette. Alright, this time I have cerulean blue right here. Okay, that's not a transparent color. So we're going to just get started here. What I'm going to use is, well, first off, what I'm going to do is I'm going to start off, excuse me, I'm going to start off with the water first. Alright, well, usually I would work on the sky. Alright, but I believe I'll work this time on the water. Okay, and I'm going to use, I went and bought this today. It's the Monster 3-inch Hulse brush. Alright, so I'll use this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay down the water first, like I said. I'm going to use the cerulean blue. Now remember, this is liquid black. So the liquid black will pick up with this blue. Okay? But like I said, the blue is not transparent. Okay? So as I'm dipping into the monster brush, and this is a large brush. Alright, I'm going to go, like usual, okay, from the bottom going upward. Maybe a little more than halfway. Alright, you take your strokes and go from the left to the right. Okay, like so. I'll do a little bit more here. Just get it in there. Like so. Okay. And I said I wanted more than half, so I'll have it go right out there. Okay. Now, remember how I said you do the streaks? Maybe you want some streaks a little further in, some outward, like so. And keep your streaks pretty much straight, alright? This one here I have to go across a little bit more, like so. You will dip back into your cerulean blue, so lighter blue. Okay, of course, judging by this painting, you can't tell. And I'm going to go into the other side here. Okay. Just put it right on in there. Fit the brush over if you see that you're not having enough color. Okay. Like so. And once you have it down, lightly go across. Remember, keep everything straight. Keep everything straight as you can. Okay. So. There you go. As you can see, even with the bright blue, it still brings it out darker, but you can see, even there, a little bit of the shine that will be in the water. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do for up above here is that I'm going to add in some, matter of fact, what I can do is I can even mist, excuse me, mist some of that out if I desire to. I'm thinking about it right now as I do this. And maybe I will, maybe I won't. I'll see. I'm going to rinse off the brush. Okay. Even though this is a much larger brush, you still rinse it out the same way. Now this has more bristles. Okay. And what I do is I curve the brush into the bucket to get the excess off. Alright. Once I do that, I'll shake it or flip it real good in a larger bucket, and then beat it against the brush beater rack. Okay. There we go. Wipe it across the rim. Yeah, this is a large brush. And there we go. Alright. And now, I want to put, excuse me, the semblance of some sky in here, alright? I think I will use, for this, maybe, I think I'll use the basic white. And I will use the, I think for this I'll use the 1-inch brush, alright? What I'm going to do is dip right into the white, okay? Excuse me. And don't be ashamed to go right into the color, because this time I want to go into Trinidad color, tap it in, stroke downward on both sides, and it brings it to a nice sharp point, as you can see. Okay, you're going to use the corner of it. I think I want these claws a little flat on the bottom and a little fluffy at the top. So I'll take the corner, okay, and go in a circular motion, like so. Okay, like so. Alright, I'll do another one, excuse me, slightly above. Continuously move, don't keep it in one spot, okay? Keep it moving. Alright, I think I might want another one in there. Okay. So I'm dipping back in, another fine point. Alright, maybe I'll have one probably right here. Yeah, close to the horizon line there. Have it rise up and just sneak across there. Something like that. Okay. There might be there's no mic. There's going to be a mountain there, so I really won't worry about too much about all that going on over there. Okay, but that's basically how I want the clouds to look. All right. Right now, it just looks like a bunch of scribbles. Okay. But I'm going to show you the method of how to smooth out those bottom of the clouds and fill them up. Make them look pretty good there. All right. When you paint, if you know, it all depends on the person, but you know, have some soft music going on, or the TV going out for a little light, you know, a little light background music or something. You know, I'm gonna try something here because I haven't really done it before, but maybe I want to lighten out that edge between this edge here. Maybe I want to lighten that out a little bit. Just stroke it, egg strokes. Okay. I'm using a 1-inch brush. I'm going to use a 2-inch brush. Okay, that's a little stiff, isn't it? There we go. Yeah. There we go. And lightly, I just lightly brush across it here. Lightly brush across. Yeah, I want it a little lighter here. Method to my madness. I just want it a little bit lighter here. Okay, just like that. Yeah, just a little lighter. And I'm gonna get this brush into a little thinner. What it's got is probably some caked up paint from the last episode. Alright. And if that does happen, all you gotta do is dip it in some thinner, beat it, shake it in the butt in that bucket, and rinse off the excess. general maintenance with these brushes, these brushes can last you well over 10 years or so. Okay. I'm rinsing out the 1-inch brush now. Alright. And just wipe it. And you move on. Okay. I'm going to take the 2-inch brush, the one I just had. Okay. I'm going to take the top edge and I'm going to angle it like so and just blend. Blend in the bottom part of the clouds here. Alright. That's all I'm going to do. I'll start with the one on the bottom here. Just take it. Now when you first start off in doing this, you're going to get a little nervous. And that's okay. Everybody gets a little nervous. And that's fine. Now, I'm going to blend these out a little longer than I usually would because I want it to blend into the black. Okay. Like it's just fading. The bottom just fades from out of the black and it just forms a beautiful cloud. Okay. And it all depends on how much you fade. Okay. That's all. Now instead of me rinsing out the brush, I'm just going to use that color while I fade off the bottom. Okay. And you will have your own way of angling. I tend to turn toward the side, only because I'm painting at an angle so you can see more of the painting and less of me. Okay. Even here, on the bottom, just the bottom edge. And if you feel you want to turn the brush over and start on an edge that doesn't have the paint, you can do that also. Whatever you feel comfortable with doing, all right, to achieve the effect that you want. There we go. Okay. You can pretty much see how that's coming out. All right. Now, instead of dipping it back into the paint thinner, make sure it's odorless paint thinner, or you're going to be alone in the house. Even the dog won't be in the room with you. We're going to lightly fluff upward. Okay. I'll start with the one furthest up here to the upper right. Gently. Just gently. Gently fluff it upward. Just very, very, very gently. That's all you have to do. A light fluff. Okay. Like so. Do the same with the other cloud. Just lightly fluff up. Go right from the bottom all the way up. Okay. Don't fluff from the middle of the cloud. Okay. Very lightly. Very lightly go across. Well, don't go across. Just fluff up here. Fluff up. Like so. Okay. You see how it turns out? Now you'll see the lines down here, right? They'll go away. Gently brush across. Okay. Just brush across. That's all it takes. Alright. Now I'm going to rinse off the brush because I'm going to brush across it one more time. Okay. Get some of this extra thinner out of there. Okay. Shake it. Rinse it off pretty good. Now, believe it or not, you think that this brush would be pretty wet, but it's not. It's pretty dry. Okay, you put it right against your face. All right. Remember, things like kerosene, paint thinner, gas, it evaporates. All right. Pretty much the same effect. And then I'll lightly go back across. Go back across. It's okay. All right. Even I do this from time to time. Go straight up and down, lightly. Okay. And go right back across. Go right on across. It's all right. The more you wipe across, the further back your clouds will be, and they will appear to be here. All right, there, much like that. All right, see how that effect happens? Okay. Now I'm going to go back across my water here because I want it a little straighter. All right, but there you have it. All right, pretty neat, right? And don't worry about this. This was that streak from the other cloud. That I'm not worried about because that'll be covered up with a mountain anyway. Okay. Now, in fact, a few of these will. Now that you're done with that, I tap into the paint thinner, get the excess off. Okay. That's all it takes. Okay. Now I said that I wanted a mountain. All right. What color are you going to do a mountain with a dark backdrop? Okay. Well, really your world. All right. And you can pretty much color the mountain any color you want, basically. Okay. Doesn't matter. But I am going to use, excuse me, for this I will use, for the base color, I think I'll go with a little bit of the phthalo blue. Okay, let's take some right off, lay it down there. Phthalo blue, I think I want me some brown in there, the phthalo blue. Yeah. So I got phthalo blue, a little bit of brown, okay, and a touch of the alizarin crimson. There we go. Nice deep color here. Okay. Yeah, it makes a great mountain color no matter what color the background. Alright. And your highlights will show up so much stronger. Okay. With a color like this. If you're never sure about what color you actually have when you mix like that, because it does look black, you take a little bit of your titanium white, and there it is. Okay. Right here. That's your color. Okay. That would be the color of your mountain, your base color. Okay. Now, I'm going to start off with the mountain. Take your roll of paint, okay, cut across it, get a nice little roll of paint here. Okay, I'll put it against that cloud backdrop so you can see it there. There you are. See that? Okay. And you're going to form out your mountain. I kind of want a mountain, this time have it fairly high. And I wanted the peak maybe here. It's going to be here today. Something like that. Let it rumble on down like so. It'd be a pretty nice sized mountain here that I want. Also, you know, pretty much a single mountain. Okay. Have to travel downward here. A nice sized mountain. Okay. Now when you find yourself over here by the edge where the wood is, okay, no problem laying down a little more color. I want this mountain to be a little large. Okay, there. Like so. Alright. I'm going to clean off this knife here. And I'll take the 2-inch brush. And I'm going to gently go from the top, just below the edge. Remember, very important to keep the bottom edge. Okay. Okay, because this is a large mountain, I have to bring it down a little bit. Close as you can to the edge, go down and across. Okay. Go as close to that edge as you can, down and across. Okay. And in doing that, just wipe across. It's going to give the appearance of mist in your mountain. Okay. Sorry if you gotta see my head for a second, man. Just want to see where I'm going with this. Okay, then go back across here. Go right on across. Okay. Now, if you notice, the mountain appears pretty much out of nowhere there. You still got your water line. You got this monolith of a mountain over here on the side. All right. And you see that it's getting buried behind the clouds over there. Okay, pretty cool effect. Now, I'm going to rinse off the brush once more. I tend to put my palette down and rinse off my brushes. Okay. It's just comfortable for me. You will get into a certain habit of doing it the way you feel comfortable with. Okay. And I'm just getting the ink, the rest of the paint thinner out. Give it a good shake. Rinse it right off. Remember, put your studio somewhere you don't mind getting a little paint on the wall. Alright. Now as you notice, I got this black backdrop back there. Okay. That also helps with the paint splatter. Alright. But preferably pick a room where you don't mind it getting a little messy, because it sure will get a little messy. Alright. I believe I will have this mountain, yeah, I put a little snow on it. Okay. And down into the white paint. Okay. Get you some, go spread it thin as you can. Okay. Right here. And just cut across. Get you that thin roll of paint. Now, with your thumb and your forefinger, these guide. Be very gentle going across the mountain here, alright? Now I want the light coming from the left hand side. Alright, so what you're going to do is go from the top, okay, very gently. Alright, very gently. Almost add no pressure to your mountain at this stage. You go straight across and downward. Okay. Try not to add any pressure. Let the paint break. Alright. That's all you want it to do. Like so. Okay. Just let it break off into little chunks and everything. Add to the realism of your mountain. Okay. That's all you're doing. Okay, I want to put a little blue in there, let it fade out a little bit. Like so. Okay. Like I said, this is generally one large mountain here. Go from this edge, and that's how you get another little peak. Okay. That's how you work your peaks in there. Alright. Just keep going. Add as many peaks as you want to add. Okay. And you can always go back over it, like so. Break it up a little more. Okay. And always go in the same angle, like so. Okay, no matter where you are in your mountain, tackle it pretty much from that type of angle. Okay. Now, if you feel it's getting a little too shady or whatever, you add a peak on top of that peak, like so. Just go on down with it. Okay. Say you want one right here. Get you another roll of paint. Okay, just add one. And just go right on down with it. And make sure it curves. Okay. Like so. Alright. You see that? All highlighted on one side. Okay. I'm going to take a smaller knife. Paint scraper, a little palette knife. Okay. Get a little roll of paint. I want another peak. Okay. That juts out almost from behind the mountain here. Okay. Take it, same angle, like so. Okay. So I'm going to go up here. Okay. And then come on down. Put another one down there. almost like it goes in front of the others. Okay, that effect can be achieved by putting a little extra white on it, go right on across, like so. And it goes right on across. Okay. Now be careful, if you go over it more than once, you see that the blue will pick up on it. But that's okay. Just add some more texture to that mountain. Alright? I'm going to smooth out that angle a little bit. There we go. Go right on down with it. Okay. Right on across. Now, got to have a dark color on that side, right? And I'm going to take the same mountain color, okay, and go to the opposing side, go straight downward, down and across. Okay. Now I'm using the smaller knife, and that's fine. Have it break and go right down across, like so. I'm going to do some that peak over here. See it over here? And just bring it on down. So you can transform your mountain any way you want. Okay. And that's perfectly fine. Have some of the white mix in with it down there. Okay. Like I said, it just adds to more effect. And since I got it going downward, I'm going to go on the opposite edge here with the knife. Just like so. Okay. And so let's say you want some grooves in there. You just plant them in there. Okay. Just like so. If you want something a little darker, I mean, it's all your preference on how you want to do your mountain, really. Okay. I'll have it trailed up here a little bit. Yeah. Even down in here. Okay. Make little dips and valleys. Like so. Alright. You see how that's coming out over there. Okay. Now if I want to be sneaky, okay, see over here? Let's say, just to be sneaky, I'll put one jutting out on that side. Okay. Same angle. And just make it come right on over there. You have to give it the same upward angle, that awkward angle up there, like that. And just sneak it right around. Just like so. Okay. Let it feed right on across. And take your dark color, the opposing edge, go straight downward. Like so. Okay, very sneaky. Matter of fact, with this one, I'm going to marble in a little blue with it. There we go. There we go. Like so. Okay. Look at that. Alright. Check that out. Pretty cool, right? Alright. Now that we've done that, I want to start to do the blend. Alright. Now when you blend this in, it is your choice of how far you want to go up with your blending. Okay. So you lightly just tap, because you want to diffuse the color. Okay. And since it's going in one direction, I'm going to use a flat edge of the brush. Okay. Just diffuse it a little bit. Okay. Even here, just diffuse it. Okay. Like so. And you just lightly brush across. Look at that. Watch. Watch it lightly. Very, very lightly brush across it. Okay. Make it almost blend in. Make it almost blend right in. And lightly go across. Now, further up the mountain here, if you want, I tend to forget this part of it. Go up on the trailing edge. Go upward, like so. And then go across. I always tend to forget to do that. Sorry. But as you see, the more you blend in there, okay, go very lightly, very lightly. Okay. Because it still keeps some of that detail in there. Okay, down here you can just cross it and fade it. Like it comes out of nowhere and just goes right across. Okay. Now you have the effect of your mountain just fading right up from the mist at night. Okay. And if you want to keep doing. Okay. If you find that your streaks are a little too strong, you have to get yourself a very soft blender brush. All right. Just lightly, it's a light brush. Lightly wave right on across. Okay. It's all right. Lightly wave it on across. There you go. Blender brush would be perfect for it. A blender brush is not really a brush you would put a lot of put paint on. It's primarily just for diffusing and blending. All right. There we go. That's enough of that for the mountain, but there you have it. All right. And you lightly dip into your thinner, and I don't really hit it against in the thinner. I just go right in brush beater rag, and that's about it. Because it's a very, very tender hairs on this brush. Okay. Now that that's complete, once again I'll put the palette down. Get some of this color off of here. There we go. And we're just put it against the bucket here, get the excess thinner out of it. All right. Give it a good shake in the bigger bucket. Just to be clean. All right. That's all she wrote. Now we're going to work on, what I wanted to do is put the tree in there. Okay. The tree will appear off the page pretty much like out of nowhere. Okay. I was thinking about putting an inlet in there, but I think the tree will have a better effect. All right. This tree will be quite large. I'm going to use I'll show you here. I'm going to use some of the brown. Matter of fact, I'll probably mix a little bit within the I'll use a little bit of the brown here. I'm going to use some brown, a little bit of the mountain color. Okay. I want it dark, but I want some of the brown to show within this tree. This would be a different type of pine tree that I normally paint. Okay. And since this tree is going to be of quite some size, and most likely be right out of the picture here, I'll start here. Just go down. Go downward. Okay. Have no fear. Go straight down. Straight down. Okay. I'll probably spread it out towards the bottom here, maybe. All depends on how I feel. But I'm just giving you the base coat first. Okay. Straight down. Not really worried about down here because it's already a dark blue color. It's up here. Okay, you probably add in a little more blue, a little more brown. Okay. And go right back up there. Do some more. Get some of that brown in there. Just like that. Okay. You're going to pick up some of the white from the cloud, and that's okay. That is okay. There we go. Have it go straight down. Now remember, you got light coming from the right-hand side, okay? Have it go right off the page. All right. Yes, it will be a monster tree. It's okay. Now, I'm going to take, let me rinse this off a little bit. Matter of fact, you know what? I want my tree to be a little, like it has little hairs growing off of it here. All right, so what I'm going to do, So I'll take the same fan brush, back into my color, a little bit of brown in here, a little more brown. And I'm just going to lightly touch each edge. Alright? Just lightly. Sometimes you might not even see it. But that's all I'm doing, is lightly touching the edge. Just to put a little fuzz on the side of the tree here. Okay? Do the same thing on the other side. And you'll be able to see it against the clouds here. Okay? Like I say, don't be so gentle. Don't have no fear. Just go ahead and get it done. Okay? Now, I'm going to take the same color. Different ways to do the branches sticking out. Alright. Because I want these trees to be a little different. Okay. The branches coming down like this. Something like that. Make them nice size, because remember, this tree is the closest to you. Okay. Remember, you'll probably be putting little highlights on these trees anyway. I'm still using the brown, using a bit of the yellow blue. Keep them dark. Put one here. I think that's about it. And I'll do one. Do a couple here. Now, because it's close to the edge here, okay, I have some branches coming directly from the side and some coming almost from the middle of the tree. Like so. You should be able to see those, but like I say, I will highlight those. Alright. Well, I'll highlight them as much as I can highlight them. I'm going to put a little, let me clean up the brush. I'm going to put a little white on the fan brush. Alright. Put a little white on the fan brush here. I'm going to do a little highlighting on the branches here. And I'm going to just tap. All it needs is a light tap. Little highlights. Alright. I'll make them a little stronger so you can see them on the TV here. Okay. A little bit brighter too. You should be able to see the effect. Okay. And I'll do maybe a little bit on the tips here. Just a little bit here. Matter of fact, I have them go from the other direction. From on top here. Make them stick right out. Because people tend to draw tiny even when things are really close to them. You don't have to do that. Okay. There we go. You can see it there. Some of the larger branches, you can just draw that line. Okay. Like so. Yep, that's a little bit better. You'll be able to see it a little better. From the top, from that one there. Okay. See? Pretty cool, right? I'm going to add, still use my white, and I'm going to dip in to a little bit of the yellow ochre with that white. Okay. And dip into a little bit of the brown, the yellow ochre. Okay. I'm going to add a little highlight. Dip in a little more brown here. Maybe give it a little blue here. There we go. Okay. Just put it right on that brush. Have no fear. Just put it right on the brush. And we're going to do the same thing. We're going to do light little taps. Okay. Especially around the edge. Here. Remember, these are highlight colors. Alright. So they're going to tend to be brighter. I want them brighter on the left-hand side here. Okay. I'm going to add a little white to the yellow ochre. Brighten it up a little bit. Thicken it up also. And I'm going to, yes, better. So you can see it here. doing is tapping. Try to keep the lines uniform and straight as you can anyway. Break it up a little bit, okay? I'll make it a little brighter up there. Whoops. My mistake, dipped into the white. That's okay. Like I say, we have happy accidents. Okay, like so. Okay, and there we go. Now you can see the tree starting to take shape over there. All right, and it gives you a great sense of depth in your painting. Okay, large sense of depth in the painting. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little bit of magic white. I'll use a little bit. Okay. But what I'm going to do is go on the outside edge of the other side of the tree, just for a slight. Let me thin that out a little bit here. There we go. Now just touch. Just touch. All you need to do is just to touch it. Alright? It especially show up with the dark water. As you can see, a little highlight on the tree. Alright? Now, with it being so close, you can see that the tree is just like right there and everything else is set far back. Okay? Now, comes the leaves for the tree. And I'll still use the fan brush. I got yellow ochre, still yellow ochre and white still on the brush. I'm going to dip into my sap green. Okay. Add some sap green to it. I have yellow ochre, white, brown, and sap green. Alright. Now, for the effects of your leaves on this type of tree, angle your brush. And when you angle the brush, when you angle your brush, and you just do a little press, it gives you a smiley face. Like so. Those are your leaves. Okay? Now watch the effect it will have when I come here. You can start from pretty much anywhere, like so. And just put them on there. Okay? Remember, this is a large tree. Okay? Just like so. Okay, dip more into your color. Go to the next branch. Have no fear. Okay. Have it stick right out there. Okay. Maybe this one doesn't have as many. Okay. There we go. Something like that. Alright. Keep going. Like I say, don't have any reservations, any misgivings about your art. Okay. The more you do this, the more confidence you will have. Okay. And that's a fact. Just keep working at it. Keep doing it. The more confidence you'll have at doing these types of trees or anything in your painting. Just keep working at it, keep plugging away at it. Okay. I have some go down here in the bottom here. Remember, still keep the same general direction. Alright? Like so. See that? Now I will work a few on the other side here. Okay. I'm going to add a little more white, a little more sap green for the other side here. Okay, there we go. Still got yellow ochre on the brush and never clean the brush. Okay, I'm gonna just add a few. Just a few on this side. Alright, have them come around. Even in front of your tree. Okay, don't have no fear. Put a few in front of the tree itself. Okay. Like it gives you the appearance of depth in your painting. Okay. Now I'm going to add some liquid white to some of these branches also, so you can see them on the other side. Now that I've done that, I will clean out the brush. Fan brush is not so difficult to clean out, really. Just rub it against the screen there, hit it against the side, and just wipe. No harm done. I'm going to dip in to some Magic White for some highlights. Magic White, very thin. Okay. Now, remember, this is not the thick paint. Okay. Just a few highlights. And all you have to do is gently touch. That's all. I'm just putting a few. Okay. Let them come around here a little bit. Just a few. And it gives you appearance of your leaf shapes also. Okay. As you can see how thin the Magic White is. Alright. There you go. Pretty neat, right? We're going to do some on the other side also. I'm still sticking with the Magic White. And just let's highlight a few. Like so. Let's highlight a few. Like I say, leave some of the other colors in there. Alright. Give the appearance of some of the light bouncing off of the pines here. As you can see with my upward angle, alright, it still looks, dip a little more in here, like little smiley faces, but when they're grouped together, is where your effect comes in. Okay? Especially around the outer edge here. Like so. And maybe a little door right there. Alright. As you can see, the effect that you got your giant tree here. Okay. The water down below and the mountain. Remember, we're painting on liquid black. Alright, sorry, you can only see my forehead and eyes there. Still painting on the liquid black. Okay. Let's say, you know, like, okay, well, you know, it looks cool and everything, but, you know, still need a little something over here. Alright, no problem. I'm going to still use a little bit of the Magic White because it thins out whatever color you plan to use. Alright. Let's say you want maybe some smaller trees around here. No problem. I will dip back into my, I want some trees in there, but I want them, maybe I'll put a small inlet in there. Not too big. I have it just jut out just a little bit. Maybe the tail end. I will go into my mountain color. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll go into the mountain color with the Magic White. Lightens it up just a tad. Okay. And I'll dip a little bit more into my phthalo blue just to darken it up. Still going to be thin because it has Magic White in it. Okay. I think might put a few, just a couple of pine trees in there, regular pine trees. How you do your pine trees? You'll take your brush and you make a line, like so. And you'll take that line, take your brush on its side, and you tap very lightly the top, almost a zigzag pattern. And as it's going along, you just make it a little bit heavier, and it goes down. I just want them right there. I'll put one right there. Okay. And I'll do another one, maybe a little taller, right beside it. And just do the same thing. Tap to the left and the right, and go in the pattern of a Z. Keep tapping as you're going across. I'm going to add a little land down here anyway. So let's put a little land mass down here. And matter of fact, I'll just make a little indentation of some trees. Now it's extremely light or it matches the color down below. I'm going to add another tree, as a matter of fact. I'll add a small one going in a crooked direction. Add a little variety. And it all is in a crooked direction. Follow the same path, even though it is crooked. Okay, this tree got stepped on. There we go. All right. Now, you may not, yeah, you can see it pretty good. There they are, down there. You got your land right here. Okay, little inlet. Have it streak out a little bit out here. Okay. Now that I did that, excuse me, I will dip into a little bit of my white with the blue on it. Okay, and I'm going to do it again, but with the white very lightly, because you want to give the appearance of a few highlights. Okay, just tap, a little straight line, just going still in that same direction. Just tap a little bit, like so. Okay, I'm going to do the same for the other trees. Little line. And you're just going to go over very lightly. Okay. And I got one more to do here. Lightly. Now this tree is basically in front of the other ones. Okay. Like so. Alright. Pretty much like that. You want to put a little bit of the, like a grassy area, take it, just push upward a little bit, like so. Just give your little bit of landmass and character there. Alright, so we're going to darken that up a little bit anyway. Now, as you can see that the trees are here, alright, I'm going to add a little bit for a reflection real quick. A light reflection, and remember your landmass is here. All right. Now I'm gonna add some. Usually I would do brown for the landmass. All right. But I believe I will use palette knife. I will go into my sap green. I'll put it right into the color of the blue. Sap green. Now add a little more blue to that sap green. Yeah, that's perfect. I mixed in, sorry, mixed in the blue with the sap green. I'm gonna marble it. Take a little bit. Straight line. Straight line. Little angles here. Little angles. Go right on down. Right on down. Have no fear. Okay. Maybe I'll there we go. You get a nice marbled effect. Okay. There we go. Right on across. Alright. That's basically all I want. Okay. Now that I did that, I'm going to add a little bit of white highlight to that land area. Alright, now how you do this, you still go with your little roll of paint. But very lightly, because the paint that's on it will pick up the white. And you go in the angle, the direction of your landmass. Okay, try to keep it as flat as you can. Okay, it adds to the perspective. There we go, perfect. Like so. Okay, and if you want maybe something sneaking up there and then going down, like a little path, you can add that too. Alright. I'm going to take the trusty 2-inch brush, lightly pull down, go up into a little bit of your landmass, and just gently pull downward. You're making a reflection here. Pull downward, like so. And then you just gently, so gently, just brush across. Still maintain that straight line. And just brush right across, like so. Keep that line straight. Okay. Now you have your reflections down there. okay, with the landmass. All right. Now, only a few minutes left. I'm going to take your flat edge knife. Once again, let's see, yep, got a couple minutes left. Take your flat edge knife, get yourself a thin roll. All right. And you're going to very, very firmly create a highlight on the landmass. Keep it straight, keep it straight, keep it straight, keep it straight, straight on across, like so. Alright? And then you can add some little streaks here. Have it go across, like so. You don't have to put too many there. Alright? As a matter of fact, if you want some thinner ones, going behind the tree a little bit, like so. Even behind here, varying degrees there. Okay. Just have it tap just a little bit. You don't have to have a million of them going across here. As long as they're generally straight, okay, they kind of fade off into the distance there. There you go. Alright. Using liquid black. Have your tree, giant tree, big pine tree, smaller pine trees. Got your landmass here. All right, the water line, the mountain with the mist, the clouds, evening, painting. I really hope you enjoyed this painting. I hope you enjoyed the process of this painting. Like I say, you'll get up to speed. Will you do it in an hour? Maybe not, but it all comes with practice. My very popular predecessor did paintings like this and even more detailed in 30 minutes. Okay, so I know that you can do it. My name's Anthony Gray. Give me an email, write the station. Let me know what you think of the program. And until next time, God bless and happy painting.